You're absolutely right, because this is not a great close, but it wasn't terrible, because at session lows, we were staring down 1,000 points on the worst day for the stock market since early June. So going back over 4 months, and three main factors here, as you mentioned: rising COVID cases in the U.S. and Europe, and that could lead to a second round of lockdowns. Also, fading hopes for stimulus before the election. But House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says that she's still hopeful after a phone call today with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, and that's despite the two sides still far apart when it comes to state aid and testing. And then throw in election uncertainty with Senate races tightening. A blue wave sweep of the White House, Congress, and Senate might not be a sure thing. Meantime, investors, they typically tend to take money out of the stock markets in the days heading into the presidential vote, holding cash until a winner is declared and then buying into the stocks and sectors that might benefit from the winner's new policies. Now, Citi Private Bank says historically, no matter who wins the election, the broader S&P 500 goes up by an average of 6% in the 12 months afterwards. And you know that this is also a big week and a big one for corporate America. We have the biggest of the big, the tech titans, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, among the 175 companies on the S&P, giving us a health check on the state of business during COVID. Neil?
All right, Susan, thank you very much. Well, to the president's point, he thinks we are obsessing a bit too much on COVID-19.
Hi there, Dana. So, yeah, recovering a bit, because at session lows, we were down some 900 points, and that's the worst day for the stock market going back to June 11th, over 4 months ago. Three factors here having an impact: rising COVID cases above 80,000 on Friday and Saturday. And across the Atlantic, you have Europe issuing more closures and shutdowns, and that has concerns on Wall Street that maybe we'll see a second wave here heading into the colder months. Also, you have stimulus talks and fading hopes of any deal before the election, despite the fact that we do have House Speaker Pelosi speaking to Treasury Secretary Mnuchin at this hour. And third, election uncertainty. This is the typical trading pattern that you have on Wall Street heading into elections, and especially in election years, Dana, where investors take money off the table in the days heading into the vote to see how it all turns out and what type of sectors and stocks they should buy into when we know who the winner is.
All right, Susan Lee, always good to see you. Thank you so much. We have